I was shocked when I got on those scales this week. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Danielle and I'm on a weight loss journey following the Slimming World plan. So today's video, we are going to be talking about how I got on my first week back at Slimming World in a while, and yes, I was pretty shocked at the results, to say the least. We're also going to be just having a quick catch up of why I quit my 30-day challenge early. Let's get straight into the video. So before we get into Slimming World and how we got on at the first week, let's just talk about why I quit my 30-day challenge earlier. So when I started my 30-day challenge, I was in this really strange headspace where I felt like I just needed change. I didn't feel great with how things were. I felt stuck in a rut. And instead of doing the most sensible thing, which is taking small steps forward, I did that thing where I just went in all guns blazing and was like, I'm changing everything. I need a big change and it's going to make me feel better. In fact, it made me feel worse. There were some aspects which had a really positive effect, like having a ban on social media. I had a ban for over 2 weeks and I felt so much better. I have restarted my Instagram. I've started a complete fresh one where it's just going to be food based. It's going to be really positive, relaxed content. So yeah, not putting any pressure on that. I'm not going back to TikTok, and yeah, I don't really do Facebook anyway. So yeah, and of course I will be continuing uploading on YouTube. So that was a really positive thing, but everything else just made me feel really overwhelmed. I took on far too much and I set myself up to fail, to be honest with you. And that's a lot what we do on with New Year's resolutions, isn't it? We think we're going to change all these things, and that's why most New Year's resolutions fail by the time you get to February. And that's exactly what happened with me. I won't call it a failure. I'll just say we learned from it and we know what we're going to do going forward now. So yeah, we're still going to take a positive out of that experience. So going forward, obviously I decided to go back to Slimming World and give that another try. I tried calorie counting for a few days. I think I made it to about 4 days, something like that, and I just didn't like it. It wasn't for me. I tried it. I just couldn't stick to it because I was choosing the wrong sort of foods, and then I was getting to the end of the day and I was hungry. And yeah, I am that person who needs a little bit of guidance and a little bit of structure when it comes to food, and that's what I love about Slimming World. It just gives me that structure that I need. I've also still been implementing exercise to my not everyday routine because I don't have time every day, but I'm trying to do it at least 3 times a week, and I've been using my new step that I've got, which I find really fun. I'm somebody who hates exercise, so I just put my little step out, and there's loads of YouTube videos which are really fun and interactive, and yeah, it's just really fun. Somebody who isn't a massive fan of like loads of ab workouts or weights and things like that, it's still keeping you really active and it's still toning your body as well. So I'll pop a link to the step that I brought. I got it from Amazon. I think it was around about £15 to £17. So let's talk about how we got on this week at group. So I stepped on those scales, and let's take this into consideration first. Let's just get this out there. So when I used to go to group, I used to weigh in a morning. So it was a Saturday morning before I had anything to eat. I didn't have breakfast before I went. And now I weigh on a Wednesday evening. So I've got a full day of food in the stomach to take into consideration. Just thought I'd get that out there. So when I went on the scales, I was pretty shocked to say that I had put on 7.5 pounds. Yes, 7.5 pounds. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. There's no point dwelling on it. It's just what we can do going forward. And this week was great because we had the Christmas baubles where we wrote down what we want to achieve before we get to Christmas. So on mine, I have wrote down, I want to get into my 10 stone bracket. So when I weighed, I was 12 stone, 1.5 pound. So I've got to lose about 15.5 pounds, something like that, to get to that target. I may not get there, it doesn't matter if I don't, but it just kind of gives me a little bit of a goal then. Reason I want to do that is because I know that over Christmas I am somebody who will overindulge. You kind of get one or another, don't you? And I'm definitely that one who goes full ban for it. I love Christmas food. I love the mince pies. I love the chocolate. I love the turkey. I love everything about it. It just means I'm going to feel a little bit more comfortable, and I know I'll gain some over Christmas, which I'm fine about, and then we can just get back on it after Christmas. But there's no point in saying you're going to start after Christmas. If you're going to do it, start now. So we're on Sunday when I'm filming this video, so I've already been on plan Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so 5 days. Saturday is an iffy day for me, and it's something that I've got to kind of look at and learn from. Saturday is a day that I'm quite chilled and I don't really do much cooking and things like that because I do it every day. But that means I'm a bit more snacky and nibbly and things like that. And also we don't get our food shopping until the evening, which means all day it is just kind of the bits and bobs you've got left around the house. There's no fruit left, there's no veg left. That's something I've kind of got to take into consideration going forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and get either my shopping delivered Friday evening or Saturday morning, just so it sets me up for a good weekend and helps keep me on plan. I also want to find some really hearty low sin puddings or snacks, if you like, because that is something I struggle with. When we get to the colder weather, it's like movie nights or weekend and movie in the day, and you want to snuggle up and you want something really warm, sweet and hearty, and that's where I come unstuck sometimes. So I need to look at what I can have, and if I can do some nice recipes which are going to be still delicious and have that lovely autumnal feeling but be low in sin, and I can still enjoy them on plan. So that's going to be probably tonight's task. I might look into that tonight and see if I can find some nice recipes. That sounds good to you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so you get notified when I upload those videos. I've also filmed this week's grocery haul and a what I eat in a day, so that's going to be up over the next couple of days. So I am really excited to be back on plan, and I think now we've kind of got Christmas on the horizon. I know we're only in October, but now we've got Christmas on the horizon, it kind of gives me a goal then. It's like when you go on holiday or something, isn't it? You kind of have that goal in the distance, and it's always kind of nice to have that thing to work towards, isn't it? Even if you've got like a dress you want to wear for your Christmas party, you know, take it out the wardrobe, put it outside your wardrobe so you can look at it and think, yeah, I want to get into that before Christmas. And obviously I say this all the time, it's not all about how you look, it's how you feel as well. Like for me, over Christmas, I just want to feel better. Someone said a comment which I thought was a brilliant one on one of my community posts, is they want to feel comfortable over Christmas so they can be in family photos, which is something I definitely can relate to. The last couple of years when I've been in family photos, I've looked at it and I'm like, oh my god, I hate the way I look in that. And I know it sounds really vain, but you can't help the way you feel, and that's how I felt in the last couple of years. So I could definitely relate to that. So that's this week's weigh-in. We've had a gain, but hopefully next week we're going to have a good loss. So that's everything from me today, guys. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.